Okay, so we have Aether Shard and a cost reduction that we can play on turn one. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we're going to play this. And we have to send one more back. Aloe Vera is a great turn 4 play, but we have another turn 4 play. So I think not turn 4, 4 mana play. Because we're getting this. And so I think I'm really going to lean into the cost reduction of this. Yeah. Okay. I don't like sacking Aloe Vera. Aloe Vera is a really good tool. And I could have possibly just had it and waited and just played it as a turn 5, as a future turn play instead of the Anansi. I mean, they're both 3 mana plays. Technically, the Aloe Vera is a 4 mana play, so if I'm moving into 5 mana into turn 3, it's easier to play a 2 cost with the Anansi. I think the only 1 cost I have is Martingale. Oh, what do we got? Fails move forward, draw a card. If you control 3 or more characters, I gain 1 boost. Cool. Okay. Well, we do get to move up. I kind of want them to win this lane. And I mean, I'm not investing anymore at all, so let's click this lock button. So yeah, we're just going to do the turn 2 Aether Shard and just try to draw into it. Our opponent didn't win in the lane. Oh, they buff up this lane. Interesting. Ooh, nice. We got the unique Martingale. That's going to help a lot. I love seeing this Anansi is a fantastic target for these anchored. Aloe Vera is the best target, I think, or actually, I don't even know if best is the right word to use here. Oh, cancel. What is this saying? Is this characters my opponents play? Oh yeah, it's the same one as last time. So I'm going to use the support ability because this is not a character, so it does not get increased cost. And because my opponent invested their token here and not here, they split the lane and they put this to sleep. My opponent's only going to move up once, which I'm really happy about. I have the Twinkle Twinkle. So let's... Nice, okay. This is another thing that's going to get me stuff. This is going to be more expensive. So I think... So play this for 4, and I can play 1 cost. I don't have 1 cost. I have this. It's not really... If I could play this for 3, and then play this for 3, these two could just give each other anchored every turn. And because I already have a sleep, I want to do something. This Anansi is not going to be the most powerful thing, especially because my opponent has that next turn. I'm going to play the Kodama. Yeah, just because I'm going to play something. Yeah. It can put the anchored in, like I already have something for this sleep. It can put the anchored down. I can use these to help stall things. I'm not going to be able to do enough in either of these lanes to stop anything. If I had put both of these, no. So I'm going to pass. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have some costly turns. That's why free bodies like this and anchored support abilities are so important to do things without costing mana. And it's a good thing these are the. Oh, this is a rare, so it is affecting my all of my cards. This is gonna cost 3. This is gonna cost 2, but I need the 1 extra mana. So this is gonna cost 3. So I need 7 mana to make this work. So I need to get a cost reduction on this resupply. I don't get a cost reduction on the resupply. But starting next turn, I can play my 2 uniques out, and then they'll just give each other anchored. And they could just stay on the field as a 1/2/1 and a 0/1/3 forever. Okay, everything costs a bunch. The good thing is I can make this a 5/5/5. And that's going to cost me... My opponent's not winning yet here. So do I have anything that's super cheap? Yeah, I'm going to play the Anansi. I'm going to play it in this lane. Maybe I should have played it here. No, because this will stop whatever my opponent kind of has. This isn't going to... No, I should have played it here, because this 2/2 would have gone here. Then I wouldn't really have been able to stop it. It's mountain, though. Oh, actually, yeah. I should have played this here. And then, so if my opponent wanted to put this up, it's giving a +1. So it would have been at 4. And then I could have tied this at 4 here with the Ortis token. Okay, but they choose not to do that. So I'm going to use... This is going to come back. So I'm going to use this anchored to give this. And then this is going to come down anyway. That's not going away. They're sticking around so long. So how important... I do want this anchored support, though. Or maybe, do I even need the anchored support? Because I'm just going to have these constantly. But now that... No, it's not going to affect anything, so I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, I should have put this here, the 5/5/5 there. Alright, well... This is crazy because these guys just keep giving each other anchored. But then I want to give anchored to something else. I am going to get rid of this free body. It's like this is a lot of water coming in here. It's 4 water to block. So what? I have cloth cocoon. I do it on the second Robin Hood that comes out because this one's gonna leave this turn. So let's... Let's start with this. Okay, and then if he plays the Robin Hood, we Cloth Cocoon the Sleeping Robin Hood. I think my opponent's going to want to hit the Robin Hood, right? Yeah, okay. So I can tie his 4, which is all I really care about. Oh no, I can't tie his 4. So what's better, getting rid of this Robin Hood? Or getting rid of this, you know, we get rid of the sleep one. And this is going to cost me 4, because this one increases. Yeah. Yeah, we toss this one. Chances are for 4 mana, he doesn't have enough to do here. And we're just going to anchor this to give this anchored. My opponent's going to move up 1 here. I still have this 5/5/5. That thing's gone. He won't have a thing for Waru. Oh, but they can keep doing it. Okay, he is going to have this for Waru. I forgot that this isn't a... it's whenever you play a Bureaucrat. So we're going to use this. We're going to give this anchored. And then we're going to pass. Okay, so then at dusk, this is going to give the Anansi anchored. My opponent does move up here. They're going to need to win both next turn. We still haven't maned one of these guys. We're going to give this anchored. It's like really hard to do a War of Attrition against a Waru deck, but it's what we're doing. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. So I have a feeling we're going to have to sleep this Quetzalcoatl, which is sad. But it's like we just have to dig. Just have to dig as deep as we can. And there's a Robin Hood. And we don't have another Cloth Cocoon. Okay. Well, this is going to be a 4-cost Anansi. So let's play this 4-cost Anansi. It's going to be 4 foreign power. Well, really, I just want to stop my opponent. So maybe I play this. It's going to be 5, so it means I only get to play a 2-cost. Really, it's a... because I'm a 3... but I could play a 3-cost because I can I'm gonna have 3 left over. I can cost reduction in Anansi, but I wouldn't want a cost reduction in Anansi. I would want a cost reduction because I want the extra buff here. My opponent needs water. I mean, needs mountain here, so it's like it is just as much here. I'm already winning more, so I want the less stats here, and I want the more stats here. So okay, we're gonna play it like this, and then we can Twinkle Twinkle play the Hatter, or we can play the Lyra Navigator. It's like, but it really matters in just stalling an extra turn. Charge? Okay, so my opponent is going to be able to move up one of the lanes because my opponent has this card to play for me to play the Hatter. Yeah. My opponent needs mountains here. This is going to get 1 boost, so it gets +2, so it can't. This card can't beat here, but it can beat here. So is there something else I want to do here? My opponent isn't forced to use resources. Can I force my opponent to use resources? The only way I can force my opponent to use resources is by doing this and using this. Or instead I could just play this, sacrifice this, and then try to so many more turns in the future. So this is going to cost me 3, and I have 1 mana left. Cost reduction something. No. This is so tough. Yeah, let's play this here. We have 1 mana, so I'm going to water and grass. I mean, maybe just forcing this so my opponent can't use it next turn is, like, really important. Oh, my opponent still uses it. Okay, because it's going to get the card draw. So there's going to be a lot of stats. Do I just sacrifice all of... I have ways to sleep. I can get this out for 2 mana with... But just like from here. So I think I just give both anchored there. And then, yeah, I just pass. This goes, I'm going to toss this Aether Shard. We're just, come on, there's 13 cards left. We haven't managed a single one of those, so there's 2 of these 13 cards. So I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to give anchored here. Confirm. And then I think I also just have to give anchored here. I just have to keep, because I can get sleep and I can get fleeting, and then the Lyra Festival can give me anchored. And then this can also just, this gives me fleeting and gives another thing anchored. So we're going to send this. We're going to send this back. Okay. Okay, we get the Lyra Festival. And there's no more Robin Hoods. I mean, this is the last Robin Hood. Oh my god, there's still a Robin Hood, and it's the rare one. Okay. So, I think I just need to put this out. I play my Lyra Navigator. And I'm like, I have to stall my opponent out of mana. Because this is going to cost me 5. This is going to cost me 3. And it takes 1 more mana to use it. Okay, so... Okay. So, I mean, this is definitely what I need. And this is going to cost me 3 mana, and I need to save 1 more mana. And then this is going to let me play something. So, let me... I'm going to use this cost reduction now while I can. Just to say... Oh! Did I use the cost reduction? I think I did. Okay, so it needs water and grass. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put this here. And this gets fleeting. And we're just going to see what my opponent can do. Because I need to save 1, and this is going to cost me 5. And so I have 1 floating mana that I can't do anything with. I could play this. So I could play a Paper Herald. Yeah. No, I can't play a Paper Herald because cards cost 1 more. So I just have to play this, and I just have to hope. Select this, confirm, and I give it sleep. And then I give that anchored. And then... so MC Bird, they all trigger at the... Now, it's not going to be too late. They all are at dusk effects, and then you get to order all of your triggers, you get to order the trigger of all of your reactions. So I'm trying to use specifically the wording that the rules use, that at dusk reactions, at first the player who has first turn token resolves theirs, and when you resolve them, you get to choose the order. So this is an at dusk effect. This is also an at dusk effect. I can choose to give the anchored first before that, and then my opponent did have the removal. So if I had had 1 more cost reduction card, or my opponent GG.